When you build out a brand, you often end up starting from a blank page for every new project. Over time, that leads to a scattered collection of clashing interfaces, varying fonts, and inconsistent layouts across your apps, landing pages, and presentations. The standard way to fix this is by creating a design system, a centralized rulebook that dictates exactly how every button, header, and color should look across all your platforms. Anthropic recently introduced Claude Design to handle exactly this. It takes a few basic inputs and generates a complete, unified design system, builds a functional prototype, and packages it up for export, all in about 5 minutes. To use it, you will need an active Claude Pro or Max account, as the tool is restricted to paid tiers. This diagram illustrates a critical constraint you need to know before you start clicking. Claude Design operates on its own highly restricted usage limit that is separate from your main Claude account. Even on the highest tier plan, that meter drains almost instantly during testing. Because of that tight cap, success with this tool requires strategy. You have to feed the AI exactly what it needs right out of the gate, so you can minimize revisions and maximize your limited generations. Let's walk through the exact steps to do that. Here are the 2 distinct project types in your dashboard. Before building a specific app, you click Create Design System. Foundational systems are marked with bright orange tags, while individual prototypes use gray tags. Setup starts with 2 required text fields. You need to provide your company name and a precise description of what you are building, so the AI knows exactly which interface elements to prioritize. Below are optional upload fields, which is where you can save significant generation limits. If you already have brand assets, you can drop in a company logo or paste a link directly to an existing GitHub repository. Instead of guessing your brand style, Claude analyzes your logo or repository code, breaks it apart, and extracts your exact color palette. It then injects those parameters directly into a structural wireframe based on your initial text description. Within moments, the AI generates a fully realized initial sample landing page ready for your review. By feeding the system your existing assets upfront, you bypass the blank page entirely, locking in your brand identity on the first prompt. Once that initial page is generated, scroll below the main layout to find all the isolated UI components separated out into a list. Here, you need to manually audit the specific visual variables. You can check the typography scaling, verify text against different backgrounds, and inspect button and badge styling. Each element has a strict binary approval workflow. If it matches your brand, click Looks Good to lock it in. If a component is off, click Needs Work and type a short note to trigger an immediate, targeted revision. Approving these individual micro-elements establishes the immutable rulebook. Every future screen, mobile app, or slide deck will automatically inherit these exact locked-in styles. With the rules set, you can view your prototype in a full-screen interactive mode. To refine the design, you have 5 distinct editing tools at your disposal. Method 1 is prompting. You use the standard chat panel on the left to issue broad commands, like asking the AI to reduce all header sizes across the layout. Method 2 is the edit mode. This lets you bypass the AI entirely. You click directly on a UI element and use a side panel to make manual adjustments to fonts, spacing, or colors on your own. Method 3 is comment mode. You select specific elements on the page and leave targeted feedback notes right on top of them, similar to reviewing a document. The real power of comment mode is batching. Instead of sending one request at a time, you can drop 5 or 6 notes across the entire page, select them all, and send them as a single prompt to severely cut down your usage limits. Method 4 is tweak mode. If you want to test 10 different color schemes, asking the AI to do them individually wastes your resources. Instead, you can ask for an interactive color switcher, giving you a custom control panel to test global variables yourself. Finally, Method 5 is draw mode. You simply draw a physical box over an empty area of the canvas and type a quick instruction, prompting the AI to generate and place specific missing assets, like a row of icons, exactly where you pointed. Each mode serves a different function. Picking the right tool for the job keeps the AI from doing unnecessary work, protecting your strict generation budget. Now that your design system is robust, you can use the new chat function. Because you are inside the system environment, asking for a slide presentation or a mobile dashboard will generate completely new assets that perfectly inherit the rules you just locked in. When you're ready to take the project out of Claude, the export menu gives you a few distinct paths. You can launch a full-screen presentation mode, send the assets directly to Canva, or download a zip file of the source files. The HTML and React files inside the zip download are heavy prototype code. Processing dynamically in the browser means they run slowly on a live server. To function properly, this raw export requires a dedicated build step to translate it into optimized, production-ready code. The optimal solution is to use the Hand Off to Claude Code button. This generates a specific, targeted integration prompt designed to bridge that exact gap. Claude Design outputs strict structural blueprints and highly functional visual prototypes. It is not designed to spit out finalized, web-hosted infrastructure on its own. By the end of this process, you hold 3 distinct deliverables: an interactive UI prototype, a permanent design system that guarantees consistency for future projects, and the exact integration prompt needed for your developers. You simply take that generated handoff prompt and paste it directly into your actual codebase environment, pointing Claude Code at the exact directory where you want the work done. As this animation illustrates, Claude Code takes the instructions, pulls the visual rules from your prototype, and methodically rebuilds the interface into clean, deployable logic right inside your project files. For a long time, there was a rigid wall between visual ideation and functional deployment. Pairing Claude Design with a dedicated coding agent finally connects those two sides, letting you build rapidly without losing your visual identity.